Hi everybody, you are live today with Action Arrow Media, where I help you, the female entrepreneur, connect with your ideal client using business video. Okay, I know a little bit of slow intro today. I'm trying to build up the momentum, the excitement today for my second YouTube live. And today we are kicking off a series of how to look natural on camera. And within this series, I'm going to have 3 different ways to do that. We'll actually say 3 different categories to do that. Today we're going to be doing category number 1, tip number 1. So the category is actions you can take to look more natural on camera. I know a lot of us struggle with being on camera and listening to ourselves talk and seeing ourselves on camera. So this is tip number 1, category number 1 in a series to help us get through that acting natural on camera. Okay, so the reason why I say action is something you can start doing today. There's other things that in the next 2 other categories that are going to be a little more, let's say, not as actionable. They're more mindset and more practice things, but this is stuff that you can start doing today. So I am super excited about this wonderful, wonderful topic today. And I think this is where we all need to start, maybe with a little bit of music from INXS. Let's take a look. Okay, as much as I want to listen to INXS all day long, we are not going to do that. So we will actually listen to a little bit of them and watch them for just like 2 seconds. So I wanted to show you a little bit of that. What does INXS having to do with being live other than saying live baby live or live baby live, right? 1991, that was the time. That was when it was so much fun to enjoy some INXS, and before Michael Hutchence actually died, unfortunately. Very sad day. I know me and a lot of my friends were very upset about that, but hey, some of us did get a chance to see them live, actually here in Spokane at the old Red Barn. Okay, yes, I am dating myself, but that's okay. I don't mind because I am not opposed, hold on a second, to, because I've got the video running in the background, it was really distracting me, opposed to letting you guys know that. So what's that have to do with anything? Well, Michael Hutchence and the lovely people at INXS had something to do. They said, this is what our topic is, live before live. That is our number 1 tip. So I'm going to go dive into it a little bit more and talk about it. So what does live before live have to do with anything in INXS? Well, I want you guys to kind of think about the last time you went bowling. Okay, the last time you went bowling, you first started out with your first game. Now, was it rocking and rolling? Were you just bowling, you know, the perfect game, strikes all the time? Or were you just trying to get warmed up? Okay, so for me, I'm going to give you my example. Number 1, when my first game, I'm trying to figure out the shoes. I'm trying to figure out the ball. I'm trying to figure out the lay of the land, right? Game number 2, Oh yeah, baby. That's usually the sweet spot. That's usually where I'm doing amazing stuff. Game number 3, I'm starting to get lazy, and maybe if I've had a few drinks, or maybe for you guys have actually had some drinks, you start not doing so well. Your hand-eye coordination goes out the window. You're tired, even if you don't drink. So all of that stuff with your bowling, right? That is why it's live before live. What does that mean? That means that you need to do things and prep and practice beforehand, okay? So, how many times did I go through and do a practice run for today's topic? Quite a few. I did one, just to kind of give you guys a behind the scenes, I did one full all the way through with a couple of bloopers and everything else. And then I did a bunch of halves and stuff trying to figure out how to do the switching of the board and all that good stuff. So that is it. So how do we do that? Well, you use your camera. So on your phone, if you're going to go live, you're going to take your camera and you're actually going to hit record and you're going to watch yourself. Okay, so that's what I do. You're going to actually use your camera to record what you're doing. Now, you're going to come back and you're going to listen to it and you're going to do a play, right? So, what if you go back through and you play back it, okay? So these are the things that you're going to do when you do a playback, okay? So listen and watch yourself. I know it's so brutal. It's horrible. Your voice sounds funny. You look funny. You are funny. Or in my case, maybe you're not so much funny. If that's the case, whatever is funny, keep it. Okay, so this is the stuff you're going to do. What doesn't work, you're going to lose that. If it doesn't work for you, lose it. Look at your background. What the heck is behind you? What are people seeing? Is it supporting your brand? Is it supporting who you are, or what you do, what you're about? Okay, maybe we're just doing it for fun. Hey, is it showing your surroundings? Like if you're actually out live and having fun out in the street, is it showing what's going on around you? Or flip the camera, show the other side, right? You're going to be looking at your lighting. Can people see you? Are you standing in front of a window? Do not do that. Not with the camera pointed at the window anyway. Audio, what does it sound like? I have a microphone. People don't want to watch live video if they can't hear you or understand you. So a microphone is wonderful. Okay, so this is the next thing. What are we not doing? Number 1, do not, and I'm going to say this very emphatically, do not judge yourself. Do not judge your voice. Do not judge your looks. Do not judge the way you laugh, or in my case, the way you snort. Okay, because when I laugh, I kind of sometimes. So don't judge that. That's how you're natural. Now, there is a point, yes, and I'm going to get rid of that, but there is a point where it's too natural, okay? I ask most of my friends, most of my colleagues, I like to be professional and presentable. Okay, there is a fine line between being natural and being too natural. So keep in mind, you need to be professional, but be natural. And you will know what that's like if you go to be live before live. You get to work out the kinks at that point and you figure it out. Okay, so that's what we are doing today. Go live before live. Figure it out. Figure out like what I'm doing here. Figure out which way the camera is before you go live. Okay. that's it for me today. If you found this super helpful, please subscribe in the down below to my channel, and meet me here every Friday at 3:30 Pacific Standard Time. And I love to see any comments or suggestions or things that you would love to hear me talk about, especially when it comes to acting more natural on camera. All right, we will see you later next Friday.